What's going on, sports fans? Welcome to this episode of BG Pick'ems, brought to you by KFR Sportscast. I am your host of this episode, BG, and we are going over Week 12 in the NFL. So let's get right into it. First game up, we got is a Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The Pittsburgh Steelers are the only team in the NFL that are 2-0 when scoring only field goals. So congrats to them. I think they do win this game Thursday night, but they'll have some touchdowns. All right, next game up we have is the Kansas City Chiefs going into Carolina to play the Panthers. And can you say a rebound win? Because this is going to be probably the easiest rebound win that the Kansas City Chiefs will ever get after coming off a loss to Buffalo. So give me the Chiefs in this one pretty easily. All right, divisional matchup. Minnesota going into Chicago to play the Bears. Caleb Williams does not look like a number one overall pick. Sam Darnold has not been the same since that 5-0 start. The Minnesota Vikings are a better team, though. For sure. All right, next up, we got the Tennessee Titans going into Houston to play the Texans. The Texans slowly but surely find themselves again. They got a little bit rocky there for a second. They're going to be back. Joe Mixon had a huge game last week. Tennessee still kind of struggling, wondering if Will Levis is still the one. He's not. But anyways, Houston's going to win this game. All right, next up, we have the best team in the NFL going into Indianapolis to play the Colts. The Detroit Lions have been dominating. The Detroit Lions between 1939 and I believe like 2020 or something like that had a total of 3 50-plus point games. They've got 2 this season. Enough said. Detroit's going to win this game. All right, next we got the New England Patriots going into Miami to play the Dolphins. Drake May has looked like a better quarterback than Caleb Williams has this season, and he's only been playing a few games. The Dolphins are happy that Tua is back. They've put together a few good games here. I think they're on a 2-game win streak, but they had a really close close loss against Buffalo. So, but Miami's going to win this game. Miami, I think they're getting back into what they were doing before Tua got injured. All right, next up we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Giants going into New York to play the Giants. Both teams coming off a bye week. The Giants have benched, and not only benched Daniel Jones, but Daniel Jones is their 4th string quarterback. So he's not even going to be on the sideline. So you have Tommy DeVito starting, Drew Lock as backup, Tim Boyle as your 3rd string, and then Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is getting paid $40 million to be your 4th string. Okay. Anyways, with this game, Mike Evans coming back, after the bye week. It's been news, since before, I think since we played Baltimore that he'd be coming back after the bye week. Difference maker for offense. I think he makes our offense obviously better, but, our defense still has to pick up, right? I mean, coming off a bye week, well rested. We did pick up some pieces. Mike Edwards back with the team, coming back. Jamel Dean should be coming back this week as well. So, a couple of good corner options, hopefully to help that secondary. Give me the Bucks to win this game. All right, now we have the Dallas Cowboys going into Washington to play the Commanders. Dallas is one of 2 teams, and now they're not playing at home, but Dallas is one of 2 teams that have not won a game at home. Dallas is 0-5 at home this season, and the Giants are that 2nd team at 0-5 at home as well. Jake Paul got to win in AT&T Stadium before the Dallas Cowboys did this year. Anyways, Washington is a better team than Dallas. I think Dallas needs to, put all their chips in and try and get a top 5 pick so that way they can bring in a quarterback and just go into, salary cap hell with a good quarterback. All right, next up we have a historic matchup with the San Francisco 49ers going into Green Bay to play the Packers. Brock Purdy may or may not play this game. I think that is a difference maker. Big Sexy and the Heel have already said this, that, if Brock Purdy plays, this is a different game. I do want to pick Green Bay to win, but Brock Purdy does make a difference for San Francisco. If he plays, this will be a closer game, but I still think Green Bay will win. All right, next up we have the Arizona Cardinals going into Seattle to play the Seahawks. Seattle has been very inconsistent. Arizona is leveling out and showing that they can play. I believe they are first in the NFC West. The sure pick is Arizona, but Seattle could come from out of nowhere and win this game. All right, for the Sunday night matchup, we have the Eagles going into LA to play the Rams. This is going to be a really good game. I think with the Rams having their pieces back and Philadelphia starting to play a little bit more like the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles, this game should be pretty close. I feel like the Rams have been playing really well since Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp got back. Give me Philadelphia to win this one, but I'm going to say they win on a last-second field goal. And our Monday night matchup, the Harbaugh between Jim and John Harbaugh. Baltimore going into LA to play the Chargers. This is going to be a good game too. That game with the Chargers and the Bengals last Monday night was a thriller, no doubt. Baltimore, they've dropped a few games to some teams that they should have beat, but you know what? I think this is going to be a really good game. I think this has the potential to go into overtime. And so I'm going to take the Ravens in overtime on Monday night. All right, guys, that does it for me. BG Pick'ems this week, week 12. Make sure that you like, follow, comment, subscribe to all of our stuff and all of our social media so that way you can stay up to date with all the latest info. Big shout out to Pudgy Boys Sports Talk for having our host Big Sexy on with them this week. That was really awesome. But please be on the lookout for more episodes. And again, one-on-one with BG will be back this week after the Giants game. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening or watching whatever you're doing. So until next time, this has been BG Pick'ems. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.